What's up everybody, I am Jasprit Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. If you had to climb a mountain, how would you do it? You'd probably come up with a plan and then start climbing one step at a time. Well, building wealth is just like climbing a mountain. If you want to become wealthy, you have to come up with a plan and then you have to climb to wealth one step at a time. And in this case, you are going to be climbing to wealth in 5 steps. C-L-I-M-B. But before we get into what each of these 5 steps are, make sure you hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to the Minority Mindset YouTube channel. That way you don't miss our new videos every single week, and make sure you hit that little bell too. That way you actually find out when the new videos are released. Step number 1, C, create your financial base. Okay, we talk about real estate investing a lot on this channel. So if you wanted to build a house, what would you do first? Design it? Okay, yeah, but what's after that? Get the money to build the house? After that, I don't know, just tell me what it is. You have to lay a foundation. The bigger you want your house to be, the stronger your foundation needs to be. So if you want to build a big house, you need to lay a strong foundation first. Otherwise, your house is just gonna fall over like a house of cards. Oh, my house is falling! When it comes to your wealth, you need to create your financial base first, and you can do that by doing 3 things. First, save $2,000. Second, pay off your high interest debts. And third, put aside $500 to start investing. You need to do these 3 things as fast as possible. You need to create your financial base in this order, because if you start paying off your credit card debt first and then your car breaks down, well, now you're gonna have to go back into credit card debt to fix your car because you didn't save any money yet. It's like taking 1 step forward and then 2 steps backwards. Oh, words. Once you create your financial base, now it's time for step 2, L, lead your money. Here's how the majority of people's financial plans look. You make money and then you spend money and then you wonder where all your money went. No more doing that. Instead of letting your money rule you, you need to be in charge of your money by telling your money where to go. Okay, money, it's time for you to go to the gym. The simplest thing you can do is follow my 75-15-10 or 50-30-20 plan. My 75-15-10 plan is for people that have people relying on them financially, and my 50-30-20 plan is for young people who don't have a lot of financial responsibilities. The way it works is every dollar you make is going to be divided up into 3 different parts. 75 cents or 50 cents of every dollar you make is going to be what you can spend maximum. 15 cents or 30 cents of every dollar you make is the minimum you're going to be investing, and 10 cents or 20 cents of every dollar you make is going to be the minimum you're saving. Again, you're either going to follow 75-15-10 or 50-30-20. You can think of this plan kind of like creating a 3-headed funnel where every dollar you make is going to flow through this, and your money is going to be divided up into either your spending money, your investing money, and your savings money. So every time you make a dollar, it's going to have to flow through this funnel. Now that you know how to lead your money, it's time for step 3, I, interest-free living. Psst, let me let you in on a little secret. Saving is losing. Every single day, the Federal Reserve or the Fed is printing more money, which is diluting the value of our money, which makes the value of our dollars and our savings go down. That's why when you save your money, you're slowly becoming poorer and you don't even see it happen. This is what inflation is. So then why are you telling me to save my money, Jasprit? Well, unlike what the majority of people have told you, your savings are not there to make you wealthy. That's what your investments are for. Your savings are kind of like a shield. It's there to protect you from going into debt when an emergency happens. Investors, this is financial education! And that's why you want to be saving your money strategically. If you are saving your money just to save it, you are saving your money wrong. Sorry. After you save 6 months worth of expenses, stop saving. That's it. You're done saving. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take this money that you were saving and move it here to your investments. This way now you have more money going into your funnel, so you can build your wealth quicker. If you still have leftover debt like a student loan or mortgages, now it is up to you to decide if you're going to use your investing money to pay down your debt or to invest the traditional way. There really isn't just one right answer for this. It depends on you. If you want to live large and drive fancy cars and go on fancy vacations, then you're going to need to make more money, which means you have to take more calculated risk, which means you have to invest more money. But if you just want to live financially stress-free, then use your money to pay down your debt. This way you don't have to worry about your expenses. And if you want to make the smartest money decisions, you have to pay attention to what's happening around you, which is why we created the free Minority Mindset newsletter, where we first break down the top finance and business news, and then we show you how this news affects your wallet. This newsletter is completely free, and you can subscribe to it by clicking the link up here or by clicking the link in the description below. Oh baby, we're moving. Now it's time for step 4. Multiply your income. The issue that I have with most financial plans is that they only focus on one thing: spending less. Knowing how to live below your means is very, very important, but that's just one side of the financial coin. If you really want to fuel your climb to wealth, then you're gonna have to earn more money. Let me come back to this three-headed funnel for just a minute. If you make $100, that means that you get to spend $75, you get to invest $15, and you get to save $10. Not bad. You get to go to a nice dinner, you can invest in one of those online apps, and you have a little bit of savings. But if you earn more money, and now instead of making $100, you make $100,000, now things are a little bit different. You don't get to spend just $75, you get to spend $75,000, you get to invest $15,000, and you get to save $10,000. Now, you can drive a better car, you can go on nicer vacations, you have more investment options, and you're building your savings much, much quicker. But Jaspreet, how can I go from 100 to 100,000? The great thing about being alive today is that it is more accessible than ever to earn more money because of the internet. I mean, I'm here on YouTube making 1 penny every time somebody watches this video. Thank you for your penny. Now, you don't have to be on YouTube. You don't even have to start your own business. And if you want to learn more about this, I'll link a couple of videos for you to watch about how you can earn more using the internet in the description below. Now, finally, at the top of the climb to wealth mountain is step 5. Be great. As you are on your climb to wealth journey, there are 2 things you need to do to be great. First, you need to be great for your family by protecting your assets. When people realize that you have money, they're gonna try to take their hand, put it in your pocket, and take some of it for themselves. Create a will, use insurance, get legal entities, and hire an attorney. This way you can protect your assets. And second, be great for your community. It costs money to eat, and it costs money to feed other people. The more you have, the more you can do. If you have $100, you can feed 20 hungry people. But if you have $1 million, now you can go out and feed 200,000 hungry people. I'm not telling you to go out and become a monk and give up every one of your possessions. I'm saying if we all do just a little bit and do our part, we can make the world a much better place. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend. That way we can help spread the word. You'll miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell below. That way you actually find out when the new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.